Hi everyone, we're going to solve this quadratic inequality. So what you're going to do is you're going to just treat this as if we're going to set it to 0 and solve for that. So you have x minus, let's just set this to 0. So for this to be true, our x would have to be negative 3. So I plug in negative 3 here, I get 0 times 8, negative 8. And that gives you 0. So one of our values is x equals negative 3. Now, if I choose 5, that will work as well. If I choose 5, I'll erase this real quick. If I choose 5, 5 minus 5 is 0. And then you have 8. But 8 times 0 is just 0. So you're just setting each of these pieces to 0 and just doing the opposite here. So let me kind of rewrite this again. Minus 5 is less than 0. Now I'm going to show you less than 0 and greater than 0. So what we want to do is we have two values. We have x equals 5 and x equals 3. Now you list this in order from least to greatest. So what we're going to do is go on a number line, draw on a number line. All right. This is like your x-axis, but we don't have the y. I'm going to put negative 3 here. I'll put 5 somewhere here. It really doesn't matter. And so I've got, with this, I have to check 1, 2, 3 intervals. So this is going to negative infinity, and this one's going to infinity on the x-axis. So what you do is you choose a number that's in between negative infinity and negative 3. And I always choose the closest one to negative 3. So I'm going to choose negative 4. So I'll just put negative 4 is the one I'm going to choose. Now we're going to see if this produces a positive number or a negative number. So that would be from your y value. So when I plug in negative 4, I have negative 4 plus 3, negative 4 minus 5. And it's we want this less than, well, it doesn't matter. We're just going to evaluate right now. So, and I don't really multiply this out. I just know this is negative. And I know this is negative. Two negatives make a positive. So I'm going to put this as positive, which this would mean not true. Now, let's pick a number between negative 3 and 5. We can't choose negative 3 and 5 or we'll just get 0. So we have to do something in between. And since I have that, I'm just going to use 0 because 0 is always easy to use. So I'm going to try just 0 because it's always easy. So I plug in 0 and plug in 0 here. Then I'm going to evaluate. So when I evaluate, I get this is going to be a positive number. This one's going to be negative. So a positive times a negative equals negative. Now I pick a number here. And I'll say just choose 6 because it's close to 5. You can choose any number you want. All we're really looking for is it positive or negative? So we'll just look at that. This is going to be positive, and this is going to be positive. So this is going to be positive here. So the only place where this is true, meaning this is what it says. When you say something like that, you say y is negative. This says y is positive because all numbers less than 0 are negative and all numbers greater than 0 are positive. So for this one, we want negative, and the only one that we have is negative is right here. So the only where this is true is from negative 3 to 5. Now I went ahead and took the liberty of graphing this, and I'm going to tell you what this really says. When it's asking where is y negative, they're looking right through here. So they're looking at this part, the part below the x-axis. Where is it negative? All the y's are negative here, because this is -1, -2. So that's why that's true. Now, if they did ask for positive, where is it positive? It's positive right here in quadrants 1 and 2. So if it asks for where is it positive, you're going to say, well, it's positive between, because it's negative infinity and this is infinity. You're going to say it's positive between negative infinity and -3. And it's also positive from 5 to infinity. So this is where y is positive, and this one's, both of these are where y is positive. This one is where y is negative. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.